Hello everyone, I'm Overhaul, and today we are going to be doing a video about Twice's quirk called Double. Now some of you might be asking, didn't I already make a video about that? Well, yes, I already made a video about Twice, but in that video I didn't even know his quirk and I got a very brief overview. In fact, I can talk more about his quirk in the chapter reviews. So yeah, I decided to make a video specific about Twice's quirk. So yeah, let's get with this. Also, in case you're wondering why I'm not doing this at the end of the arc or after Twice's skeptic happens, well, the reasoning why is because I feel like we got pretty much all what abilities and uses of this quirk, and really I feel like only like one or maybe two things need to be confirmed, and those two things are things that we don't really need to have specifically. If I can imagine that Hikoshi might just as well, just when he has like a question, someone asks him, and he'll be like, "Oh yes, this ability can be used," or "No, this was way off gas, like that wasn't going to work." So yeah. Besides that, let's get into this discussion already. So yeah, Twice's quirk Double. As we all know, Twice's quirk works the way that he needs to get a full image of a person. That hasn't changed at all. I would even believe we got confirmation on how detailed it must be. If he needs to just take the size and the waist measurements or something. Probably the waist measurements and the job list measurements as well, if we consider the fact that Twice stated that Toga didn't like the fact that he had took her measurements. Which, by the way, just so we discuss this whole thing, because some people came after Hikoshi for saying that Toga never left Twice take her measurements, even though she did in the overhaul arc. Well, Hikoshi said that he wrote it wrong or he forgot. So he said in the volumes he will, or tankobon format I believe, he said that he will fix that flaw. But yeah, it's besides the point. He also needs to Twice's square also updates its images, memories to be more precise. For example, actually we have two perfectly good examples, and those are Kopaska and Toga. Kopaska says that he was, because when Twice made the copy of Kopaska, Kopaska's mask and he wore the hoodie, while in the overhaul arc he definitely not had the same mask, and even that hoodie I don't believe he had. So yeah, there was an update image there. I also believe that it was his robotic arm was also updated, not EP, but that's not extremely important. And for Toga, he updated her in the sense that she had that coat on her and she was just wounded. So yeah, so he updates the images throughout the meetings and all those sorts of things. And new information also. So yeah, that's a little bit better confirmation, because I believe everyone actually wondered what if they changed the alphabet or something. But yeah, now another information we got is exactly how are these doubles make. Are they like just a bunch of let's twice take something to change it? Like Skeptic needs to get something human sized to change into those copies or whatever those are, human puppets? Or is it something like Ectoplasm where he just needs to buff out? Now, it's more like Ectoplasm, but unlike Ectoplasm who makes like smokes to make his clothes, Twice he makes like two circle things happen on his arms, and then like smoke comes from them and then multiplies them. Now, I am wondering if the whole restriction with only being able to have two people, which in this arc, or maybe it was before, we found out that Twice can only make two Doppels. For example, he can only make two Tomoas, or two Gigantas, or two Darbys. But, yeah, but I wonder if him himself is an exception. Because, well, in that final panel, we used the Sandman's Parade, which is the only known move with him. It looked like all those Twices were coming from him instead of just two of them. But it's possible I'm just not exactly imagining the image in the best way. But yeah, it's most likely that's just to make it look more badass. So yeah, that's the thing there. There. But honestly, it's not an important thing because either way, if he can make an army of himself or if he uses the copies to make an army of himself, he can make a fucking army of himself. So yeah, no. No, those copies have also stated us that him himself is easier to make than someone else. For example, with that confrontation between the Twice copy and Redastro, when Twice's copy was making copies of himself and the League of Villains at the same time, you can see other Twices already being done. Well, the League of Villains was still forming, like Tomo's hat was still forming, and Nabi's cloak, and all that. So we get some confirmation there. Now we also get to get a little bit more of the power level of Twice's quirk. And that power level is possibly taking over a city. Because Garen stated that with Twice's quirk, if he uses it smarter, you can basically take over the city. Which is true, because even though those Doppels are weaker, for example, he can first Doppel is half his stamina and endurance, and also so his strength level is also half. I don't know if that was confirmed before, but I didn't know that it was also the power level. I just assumed it was full power level. It's just strength and endurance. That's the thing that gets weakened, but now it's also power. But yeah, if you can use smart, well, you can take over. Which is true, because Sandman's Parade has basically took down a bunch of military power level soldiers with ease. And still it's not really winning if you think about it. I mean, even though I feel like with Dastro and Skeptic and Trumpet, which we found out the code name for Kuharamata, which I wonder where that was written, because the translations I read never really seemed to give a place that he could have that little captions say. But anyways, anyways, so Twice's squad can take over a city at least, or a country. Powerful as fuck, as you can imagine. So yeah. Now, one other thing that Twice said is that Twice doesn't exactly know how weaker the person's body is, because when he was talking to Gira, he stated that let's see, about a broken arm would be about what it would take to take out an average adult male. Which I must ask, Dobby would kind of qualify for an average adult male if he is Todoroki, because Furumi is 23 and he's her older brother. So he would be around 24, 25. So Twice took two broken arms and he was still able to stand. In fact, I think what threw him in was the fact that Eraser had squished his broken arms and his chest completely. And then later, after he punched him into the wall, which I think was actually broken the wall. Every time like used his feet to like stab Twice's hat, Dobby's hat. So I am a bit confused, but maybe Dobby is stronger than we just assume, which is kind of fun because he has the Constitution, but that Constitution only works on fire. But yeah, that's the basics. 6. Now, the whole undead thing with Twice's quirk. Now, what I mean with this undead thing is the fact that Skeptic believes that with Twice as one of the members, he can technically bring back the dead. Like if Dasher dies, he can bring him back. I feel like he can also bring Dasher back, but that kind of is disproven because we find out that Twice's updation needs to be by meeting person, knowing information that's about them. For example, if Toga would like to have it say, purple is her favorite color, I know that's the analogy that Chibi Review said, but it's a good analogy. That copy would actually believe that her favorite color is purple if he never knew it was red. Wow, your red logic. Toga's favorite color is pink, it's just she says it's red because it's blood. But yeah, that's a little bit things to know. Now the whole that thing, I am not 100% sure. You can look at it very like the fact that Twice only goes by what he remembers. So if he remembers Dastra is dead, those copies will again be deaf. If he mentions the person after they're dead, they are going to be dead. So for that plan to work, so far seems like that he needs to take Master Match or person when they are still alive and perfectly fine. For example, if Redastro does want to be able to live, Twice will have to take measurements of him right now instead of later when he's on Dav's door. But so yeah, that's the thing with. So that's the whole on that stance. Now. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, Twice is also able to make copies of equipment with this. It's just he needs to know more, like exactly how are they made. Because when Twice was trying to make copies of those bullets, those quirk bullets, he said that he cannot make them because he did not know what exactly how they were made. For example, he knew the size and he knew probably the material, but he didn't do the whole Aries quirk thing. So yeah. Is there anything else about Twice's quirk to mention? I believe that's all. Is there? No, I believe that's it. That's it. Well, anyways, I hope you liked this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. I hope this video about Twice's quirk was able to help you, and I wish you all a happy day. Goodbye, everyone.